Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with episode 4 of Total Drama Island 2023. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of this. We did 2 episodes last week, we're doing 2 episodes this week. That's just how excited I am for this series. It's just really fun to react to, and it's really interesting. Again, I noticed this with the Redonkulous Race series as well. These shows are just a blast to react to. They're so fun, so interesting. The characters are stereotypes, but they're also super likable. Well, some of them. Some of them are the complete opposite, but it just ends up being a really enjoyable experience, specifically to react to these. So when the next season does come out, because there's, as I said last time, apparently another season already confirmed, we'll definitely continue reacting to it. No matter whether they do a full reboot and go into total drama action, or they do something new, or whatever else happens to be the case. I'm excited nonetheless to see where this continues to go. We'll get our recap in the beginning as we do. And let's just hope we get some more great moments with Lauren, Bowie, and all the others in this. And hopefully, the one dude will end up going home sooner rather than later. Either way, let us get this going. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. And thank you for joining me for these Total Drama Island 2023 reactions. It's been a blast, but yeah, we're definitely done for now. Maybe we'll come back with the next season. No. Obviously just kidding, but it really sucks. Because it does raise questions as to how she was eliminated, considering the voter amount and everything. Because we know with her and then Millie and Priya, they should have all voted for Ripper. We know Damien, I want to say his name is, we know he voted for himself. It's like Ripper should have gone home, right? Unless my math is wrong. Meaning either Millie or Priya lied about their vote. Or Scary Girl. Lauren could have lied about her votes, too, to be fair. But no. Lauren could... Well, actually, you can vote for yourself. But Lauren, I don't think, would have. So either Priya or Millie, then, must have lied about their vote and instead voted for Lauren. The question is, why? Like, we know Priya was scared of Lauren, but we also saw how Millie was reacting at the end there to Priya's confusion about Lauren being voted off. So it's kind of up in the air. And obviously, with this series, it's not any big surprise to have fan favorite characters voted off pretty early, comparatively to characters who are very much disliked. Like, you know, the creators, when making this series, knew that people were gonna hate Ripper. It's like, of course they're going to hate Ripper. Ripper is completely unlikable. And Chase is pretty down there, too. So it's like, you know, the creators definitely intended to make characters like that unlikable. And they knew it would upset people by having them stay on longer than characters who are likable, like Lauren. And that's the point. It's part of the drama. And again, I knew Lauren wasn't going to win. Like, those kind of characters, unfortunately, never win. The characters who are the most interesting and the most unique in their respective seasons, they never win. And they probably never will, for as long as this series continues to go on. Because, unfortunately, they are literally just there for the fun of it, the humor, the interest factor. They're not there to be actual, serious contestants in this. There are certain characters who are literally just there to make a joke or to have a little fun within the episodes that they're in. Like with Redonkulous Race, the LARPers were never going to win. Them being voted out week 1, it made sense, because it's like, you knew they were never going to be the win. They were there for the laughs and everything. The vegans were never going to win. They were there to basically do a running gag on their interactions with animals and animal-like products and stuff. Or animal-based products would make more sense. But you get the point. Contestants are in every season who are just never going to win. Never going to have a real chance. Are just there for this kind of purpose. And Lauren was very clearly that kind of character, but I expected her to get a little further than this. Like, this isn't even technically the halfway point. There's 13 episodes. This was episode 4. Not technically. It's just not the halfway point. I expected her to at least make it to episode 6. But no, she's just voted off 4 episodes in. And it's like, it's made very clear that a lot of the other contestants were afraid of her. I mean, I get that. It's kind of, again, her character, but at the same time, it's like, there wasn't even a good reason to vote her off. It's like, she didn't really do anything wrong. It's like, honestly, even if she went straight to that finish, the way that Emma, I want to say her name is, the way that she was blasted towards the goal, she would have won. She would have passed Scary Girl anyway and won. So it's like, Lauren wouldn't have gotten the win anyways. It just, she didn't really stop them from winning. What Ripper did was so drastically worse. Using a person as a human shield is horrifically terrible. There's absolutely no getting around that. But Lauren just wanting to give the skull a makeover is not bad. And again, it's nothing to do with the fact that I thought Lauren would win or anything. But again, I just wanted her to get further than this. It just feels so weak to have her eliminated this early. Even for a character who's clearly a gimmick character like her. Luckily, there are still some good characters in this season who I do really enjoy, such as Bowie. I like Wayne and Raj. Priya and Millie, I like. I like Z. I like Emma. Most of them I do still like, I would say. I think the only ones that I'm on the sour side with um, are Ripper, for obvious reasons. He's the worst. And Chase, because he's just turning out to be an oblivious asshole who refuses to take accountability for his actions. So yeah, they're really the only two I don't like. But one interesting thing that is really featured in this episode is it's really building up to the idea that Raj is probably gay and is not out. He's closeted at the moment. And I think he doesn't even necessarily realize it. That's the thing. It's not closeted by choice necessarily. It's that he doesn't realize he's gay, or at least queer. Again, he could be bi or pan. The point is, it's very clear that he's developing a crush on Bowie, and I think it's very mutual. And honestly, if they actually get together, like if an actual relationship blooms from this, I would love the shit out of that. Not only because of the representation, but literally in the last season, in Redonkulous Race, we had a relationship bloom between Noah and, I think her name was Emma, actually. Kitty's sister. I think it was Emma. But yeah, we had a relationship bloom between them, and I think we've had relationships between characters in previous seasons too. Yeah, actually, I know we have. The first season had Duncan, I believe, and the one emo girl. I can't remember her name right now. The one everybody loves. But I believe they got together in the first season after she was originally interested in Trent. But eventually went over to Duncan. Or maybe that was season 2 that either way, they were... all those 3 characters were in both seasons, so... Either way, so... now we're having a relationship bloom in this season, possibly, and it's a gay relationship. Between it's different, but it's also, you know, the same. It's not really any different from a straight relationship being shown, and people like are realizing that Raj and Bowie falling for each other is fucking cute. It's fucking cute. Both characters are likable, and yeah, it's building to it as well, which is something that I personally do like when any relationship is put into a series. Building up to it rather than just forcing it super quickly. Forcing a relationship super quickly just very often causes it to not work. There are exceptions, of course, but if you build it, it feels a lot more natural and feels just much more believable. It gives time to actually show the chemistry that they're sharing. It's great. I like for a series that has had all these straight relationships too to actually focus on a queer one now. It's like it's so important and so great, and this is definitely the kind of series to do it. So I love that we're getting that. I love that we have Priya and Millie forming an alliance. They've become good friends, and they're going to be working together now. And like I said in the reaction, I think Priya just needs a friend as well. With her parents having basically groomed her to become the ultimate reality show contestant, she probably just did not have time for real friends. Like she mentioned in this episode that she had all these stuffed animals. Those were probably her only friends. She probably became super attached to her stuffed animals because she didn't have like a lot of real friends in life to connect to. That's a real thing, like where people will connect to things like stuffed animals or social media or all kinds of stuff like that, simply because they don't have any real friends or not a lot of real friends. And there's nothing wrong with becoming attached to stuffed animals or social media or any of that stuff, but yeah, it's still sad because everyone deserves to have friends. And I genuinely feel here that Millie is Priya's first real friend because of, again, how her parents basically groomed her. So we're getting a lot of character development for some others as well. MK also had a good spotlight this episode, helping run the shutters and everything from the control cabin. Though she didn't get the attention deserved outside of from Emma, for what she did. In fact, the others don't even realize what she did. MK was truly an MVP in this episode. In fact, she basically won it for their team, more so than Emma actually did. Emma was the one who got the skull to the goal, of course. But let's be honest, it was because of MK. And even Emma admits that. So, MK was definitely an MVP in this episode. But yeah, like I said before, it really made Chase come across as like this selfish asshole who just won't take accountability for his actions. Chase, this episode is definitely getting to that point where he's dropping in my rankings. He's better than Ripper, but that's not hard to accomplish. I'm still enjoying this. And I will still enjoy it even with Lauren gone. I mean, she's on the thumbnail again this time because, I mean, it's really the last opportunity I have to do so. When I was watching through this, and I was actually thinking, like, I'm not going to put her on the thumbnail again. Like, I got to mix it up a little bit. I was thinking of putting Priya and Millie on the thumbnail. But then it's like she gets eliminated. It's like, I gotta put her on the thumbnail now. If it's my last opportunity to do so, I gotta take it. Luckily, there's a lot of good shots in this episode. I haven't actually made it yet as of recording this. You'll see what I chose, and yeah. I have an idea of what I'm going to choose, but yeah. Anyway. I am upset that she was eliminated, especially the way she was eliminated. But at the same time, again, I knew she wasn't going to make it too far. It's just, I feel like this was too short of a time, you know? Either way, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this episode of Total Drama Island 2023? And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.